Hey, I'm Eric O'Keefe, and I'm here with Tammy Mullet, and she is another amazing client over at Melt Fitness, and she's here to share a story about her experience there and the results that she's had, and a few other things with it too. So, Tammy, I want to dive right into it. I want you to kind of give us a little background information, kind of how you got started in training and working with the program over there.
I worked with a woman that was going there, and she suggested that I check it out. And she had a lot of success and felt really good, so I thought, why not give it a try? There was a Groupon, and I bought it and just started from there.
Okay, so you had a friend or something. Did you say that you worked there, or you had a friend that worked there, or
I had a friend that was working out there.
working out there? Okay. Now, what was it that was there something in your life at that time where you're just like maybe weren't feeling, were you comfortable or something that you're like, all right, maybe it's time for me to start working out again or getting to
Yeah,
it?
definitely. Like I was definitely feeling like I was not. I've had two kids, and I was just feeling like, I couldn't find something that was really working for me, and
Hmm.
I was getting bored, and I knew I had to make a change. I just couldn't find something that was really like clicking with me. So she had told me that it was different than like a regular gym, and that I would definitely find it more challenging and more exciting, I guess I should say.
Okay, and so you saw the Groupon deal
Hmm.
come up, right? And then it was kind of like perfect timing with that, right? Like it was
Yeah,
that,
it
and she was
was.
saying that. Okay, all right. So you get that, you decide to go in. Tell me what was going through your head, or maybe how you were feeling when you were kind of on the way there, maybe for that first session.
I was definitely nervous because I hadn't worked out in forever. So I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to be really out of shape, and everybody's going to be so much better than me, and I'm not going to be able to keep up. So I was definitely nervous, but everybody was super nice and welcoming and totally non-judgmental, which was good for me because I was worried about that.
Okay.
And yeah, everybody was just really nice and welcoming.
Okay, so it'd been a little bit while, right? You were feeling like you needed a change. You saw the
Yep,
deal. You went in. You walked in, and they just made you feel comfortable, pretty much right off the bat.
definitely.
Okay, so you're getting there. How long was that deal for? When you were? Do you remember something? A few weeks, or was it like a certain type of
I think
program?
it was. Yeah, I think it was a month.
Okay,
I think that's what it was. Yeah, a month.
okay. So walk me through maybe the first week or two. You're going through how you were feeling, what the workouts were like. Had you experienced anything like that before?
I had never experienced anything like that before. I've gone to many gyms, done like the personal training thing, regular gym, curves, valleys, golds, courthouse plus, tons of them, and but I never really, it was kind of the same old, same old. So when I got there and I realized it was a completely different setup, um, I mean, I did think I wouldn't be able to do it, but I did, and I stuck with it, and I felt good. And the first week afterwards, I was super sore and realized like I hadn't been working on muscles that that were sore. It had been a long time.
Right. So the other places you kind of weren't getting that same feeling that you were getting here.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Okay. So you go in there, you're doing this. Tell me about, the first week or two was always kind of, right, uncomfortable, maybe a little bit because you don't know the people or anything. And you said you walked in, you felt pretty comfortable right off the bat. Tell me about the atmosphere, with the people in there, the other people who are working out, and how you felt being surrounded by those other people.
Well, first off, Joe was he was just so warm and friendly and really cared. And I met him, and he kind of set me, at ease and made me feel like, okay, it's all right, like I'll just do what I can. And if
Hmm.
I had any questions, I asked him. And so I just got started and did what I could do, which wasn't as much as other people. And I tried to remember that, like this is my first time or my first week, so
Hmm.
just do what you can do, and eventually you'll be able to build up. So I just started off small and, kind of gave myself, like just figured I would do what I could and then push myself afterwards.
Were they motivating, encouraging during that time?
Oh yeah, definitely motivating, encouraging, would come over and give me a hand, would give me tips, and I mean they were like that with everybody. So you certainly didn't feel like you were singled out at all, or like feeling like you couldn't do something.
Hmm. Okay, so you were there for that first initial trial, which was around a month, you were saying.
Yep.
Within that month, what was it that, all right, made you say, all right, I'm going to take the next step and continue on and stay even longer? What was it that made you just want to do that?
Um, I guess I just felt like it was finally something that I felt like I could do that was exciting enough to keep my interest.
Hmm.
And I was feeling more confident, definitely. I just remember going to like any of those other gyms and feeling like every time I went over to a machine, I wasn't sure if I was doing it right or if people were watching me or, what if someone was on a machine? Would I wait? And it just felt so awkward. And
Hmm.
Melt was definitely like, it was exciting because it wasn't the same thing every day. I was being pushed to use different muscles and do different things that I wouldn't have even thought I could do. And so I don't know. I guess I just like really enjoyed it. It was actually one where I was like, all right, cool. Like I'm going to the gym today. Like I don't mind that. It wasn't something I was like, oh God, another day or
Right.
whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So then there had to have been some fun aspect to it then for you to keep.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Now tell me what it is that you love the most about, I guess, the training and the programs, at this point.
Well, I've been there, let's see, a year and a half maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe that there's still new exercises that we haven't done. That like I go in there sometimes and it's a completely new exercise. I just feel like after all this time, I thought maybe I would worry that we were doing the same things, but we're not. They definitely work to bring new exercises to the table for us and push us, and so I really like that. So I'm still not bored after all this time.
After a year and a half. Now let's
Yeah.
get into the interesting part. This is what people would like to hear, and I'm very curious. You've been there a year and a half. What types of results have you seen?
Well, I was telling people today, like I was a little nervous doing this because I'm not one of those stories
Mm-hmm.
where like I didn't lose tons of weight or whatever, like some of the clients.
Mm-hmm.
I have lost a little bit, but I've definitely my body has changed where I'm like smaller and I'm leaned out a little bit, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely way stronger than I was before. So, I mean, I've gone down pant sizes, that's for sure. I mean, I was probably like a 10, 12, and now I'm wearing a size 6 pant. So,
Wow.
I mean, it's definitely a huge difference as far as that's concerned. Like, the number on the scale hasn't really gone down too much,
Mm-hmm.
but everything else has changed.
How about confidence, energy levels? You've seen any difference in those?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I definitely feel more confident. I mean, I feel like I'm in the best shape actually I've ever been in my life. I
Wow.
actually did a Rugged Maniac run last year, which I never would have done ever if I hadn't done this. So that was huge for me. And then I'm doing the Tough Mudder in 5 weeks, and I never would have done that. So
So you
definitely.
went above and beyond some boundaries and things that just never even popped into your head, and then even when they did, you're like, "There's no way," and then you end
Oh
up doing it,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I was like, there's no way I could do a race like that. And I had some friends say, no, no, you totally can. You've been working out. And I did it, and I did it really well. I was actually really surprised and pleased with myself that I
Mm-hmm.
didn't skip anything, and I did really well on some of the obstacles. So I'm a little nervous about the Tough Mudder. That's a little bit different, but,
Okay.
you know,
All right. Now the other thing too is I noticed, right? You have kids.
I
So,
do.
right, it takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. How has training there helped with maybe your energy levels and handling some of the family stuff is where before maybe it was a little bit tougher.
Well, I guess just feeling better about myself. I
Hmm.
definitely have more energy. My eating has changed, so I'm sure that helps out as far as my energy level
Right.
with concern with them. The other thing too, excuse me, is that my kids see that I'm working out, and my daughter's told me like she's really proud of me for doing it and sticking with it, and making a difference. So that's kind of cool that she can look at me and be proud of me, and hopefully I can be a role model for her as well.
Right. Now tell me, you have your kids telling you that you've accomplished things you never thought you could do, right? There's changes you've seen them. How does all this make you feel?
It makes me feel really good about myself, like doing things that I never thought I could do. It definitely pushes myself. Like I now I'm starting to set like higher goals and want to push myself even more and see what more results I can get, which I never would have thought all of this a year and a
Right.
half ago.
So this is in a way it's been basically a life-changing experience.
Oh, definitely. Oh, without a doubt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And
Yeah, I can't imagine not
lifestyle,
going there.
everything, lifestyles changed from the eating to the way you look at things.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Now, what I'm curious to know is you've been there 18 months. Okay, people are going to see this. they're going to hear your story and your results, and they may be seeing this like, oh, maybe they might have been in the same position you were in 18 months ago, right? They thought they needed a change, but they're on the fence right now. They're not sure if this is maybe the right place for them. What would you want to say to somebody like that?
I would say that they don't have anything to lose, except for maybe, obviously some weight and some bad feelings that they're having. I mean, it's so wonderful, and it doesn't take much to, like, I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, just get out there and try it and give it a shot. And once you get in there, I mean, there's just so many wonderful things with the people and the way everybody are and the way everybody is, how welcoming they are. And yeah, I mean, you got to give it a shot.
You think this will change other people's lives if they do it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know it changed mine. Like, I know it's like one of those things people say, like, if I can do it, anybody can do it. But it's really true. Like, I never thought that I could do this stuff before. And so I definitely feel like if I could do it, just anybody out there can.
Okay. And I want to shift gears. I just got a few more questions. I want to talk more about the actual trainers and the people there in the program, because they're the ones who've helped you along the way. So basically, I kind of just tell me about what type of people the trainers are. Not, they're trainers, they're knowledgeable, they know their stuff, but, are they good? Are they caring people? Are they really looking out for you?
Yeah, definitely. I think after, the first time when I walked in there, I was nervous because I wasn't sure, how I would be welcomed or whatever. And they're all really, really nice. They don't just, it goes beyond like working out. Like, we talk about like stuff in our lives or whatever, and they're really friendly and they care about what you're doing and how you are, and yeah, it's like family sort of, home away from home.
Oh, so it's kind of like another place, like you're outside of work, you have your home, and then this is kind of your third place to go, right?
Yeah, definitely, because it's pretty much, there's regulars that go, and you definitely become, you walk in, you're like, hey, what's up? How's it going?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So.
Now, the other question that I had for you with this is, give me a few words or phrases that maybe describe the trainers in general, like their personalities or who they are. You mentioned some before, general caring, but are there any other words or phrases that you could use?
Knowledgeable, welcoming. They have tons of energy. I don't know what word is good for that, but they're very motivating. They're just, I don't know. Aaron's super fun. I don't know if you really like that, but and they're all quite attractive, which definitely helps. I don't know.
That's motivating, right?
Politically correct answer, but it's true. I mean, most of the women that go there, they would all agree with that.
Okay. Well, if it motivates you to get through it, it makes it fun, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the last question I have for you is: you mentioned earlier that this was a life-changing experience for you. You said this will, has done a lot. You said you're going to be a role model for your kids. All these things have changed for you. If you only had 30 seconds, you were never going to see Joe or Aaron or anybody ever again. No text, no phone. It's the last time. What would you want to say to them?
To Joe and Aaron?
Yeah, what would you want them to know as being the last time you'd ever talk to them?
I think I'd just thank them for changing my life. I mean, they definitely have changed my life in different ways. I never would have done things in my life that I have done. I never would feel as good and confident about myself as I do if it hadn't been for them. All of them have given me different kinds of knowledge and material to take with me for the rest of my life, to keep making me better and better. I would just thank them. They're amazing. Joe has an amazing product, and the people that work with him are just as amazing as he is, because they're able to continue, and pass it on to the rest of us.
Great. Well, Tammy, I appreciate you taking the time to come on and share your story, your experiences. It's been great for me, and I really want to wish you the best of luck with everything else going forward.
Thank you.
Take care.
All right, bye.